Want to mill your opponent out? Want to hit hard and fast with Triple Strike? Want to draw cards constantly and out-resource your opponent? Well, Cooler does all that and more. This Swiss Army deck has multiple viable win conditions with which to end the game. Mill or kill, that is up to you. Cooler is a red leader, which on the front says, Auto, when this card attacks a leader card, draw one card. Auto, when the power of your opponent's battle card is decreased, your opponent places the top card of their deck in the drop area. Auto, once per turn, if it's your opponent's turn, when the power of one of your opponent's battle cards is decreased by the skill of one of your battle cards, draw one card. He awakens at 4 life, drawing 1 and untapping 1 energy. When he awakens, Auto, when this card attacks, draw 1 card. Auto, when the power of one of your opponent's battle cards is decreased, your opponent places the top card of their deck in the drop area. Auto, once per turn, when the power of one of your opponent's battle cards is decreased by the skill of your battle cards, draw 1 card. This leader allows for 2 avenues of attack. You can attack your opponent normally and take all their life, or you can lower your opponent's battle cards and win the game through mill. Our main combo starts with Frieza Death's Embrace. Auto, when you play this card, draw 1 card. Active Battle, choose up to one of your opponent's leader cards or battle cards. It gets negative 10k power for the duration of the turn. This effect is not 1 per turn and only costs 1 red energy every time you use it. We're going to start with him on the board and then use our Frieza Unending Onslaught. Active Battle, choose 1 red or blue Frieza Clan card in your battle area other than Frieza Unending Onslaught and return it to its owner's hand. Play this card from your hand. Auto, choose 1 card in your hand and place it in the drop area. When you play this card, choose up to 1 red or blue Frieza Clan from your drop area with energy cost 5 or less and add it to your hand. After we get this on the board, we are going to use Frieza Mutable Menace. Active Main, place this card in its owner's drop area, choose up to 1 red or blue Frieza card with energy cost 3 from your hand and play it. Or Active Main, if your opponent has 3 or more energy and you choose 1 red or blue Frieza card with an energy cost of 3, i.e. Frieza Unending Onslaught, in your battle area, and this card in your drop area and send them both to their owner's warps. Choose 1 red Frieza card with energy cost of 5 in your hand and play it. So if we have Unending Onslaught on the field and Mutable Menace in our discard pile, for 1 blue energy, we can warp both of them and put in play Full Power Frieza 100% Overdrive. 5 cost Triple Strike. When this card attacks, choose all of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring Barrier, and they get negative 30,000 power for the duration of the turn. When the power of one of your opponent's battle cards is decreased, your opponent places 2 cards from the top of their deck in the drop area. This key card is how we both mill our opponent out and destroy their whole board. In addition, we have Triple Strike to threaten our opponent's life. This deck also plays 2 arrivals in Hercule and Majin Buu Friends Forever, a red-blue arrival for 1 that allows us to negative and get the benefits of that, and also bounce our red or blue battle cards. It also plays 3 Cooler Tyrannical Assault, a battle card that can arrive for 1 red, has Double Strike, and allows us to choose 2 of our opponent's battle cards, ignore Barrier, and give them minus 10k, further triggering our leader's abilities. But what are we going to bounce with our Hercule and Majin Buu? We have several good targets, including our 4 of Broly Crown of Retribution, a card that allows us to take cards out of our opponent's hand and safely play our 100% Overdrive without free of counter abilities. We can also bounce our 4 of Topo Righteous Aid, our main defensive option, and stops our opponent from attacking. However, we are going to need further ways to trigger our leader, so we're going to play 2 copies of Cease to Exist, an extra card that can be comboed with in a pinch, but can also, for 3, choose 2 of our opponent's battle cards, ignoring Barrier, and give them minus 25k power for the duration of the turn, and 3 of SS3 Goku One Hit Wonder, a battle card we can put in play for free if our opponent's battle card's power is decreased, or we can Active Battle, remove him in our drop area in order to choose 1 of our opponent's battle cards and give it minus 5k. which allows us to further trigger our leader's abilities. Some extra cards we are going to play for additional defensive options are 2 After Image Technique, which allows us to defend ourselves in the form of a negate, 2 Frieza's Death Ball, which not only increase the power of one of our cards by 15k, but can decrease the power of one of our opponent's leader or battle cards by 10k power, allowing us to get 25k power swing off one card. 1 Is That All You Got? This is a surprise negate that will allow us to negative 2 of our opponent's battle cards, allowing us to make them mill 2 more cards. 2 Denial of Hope. This card helps with our opponent's topos, counterplays, and is just in general a good utility card. Lastly, we will be adding in 4 Mecha Frieza Energy Blight. This allows us to put in multicolor energy without tapping energy. It also, in a pinch, can be used for the Frieza Unending Onslaught's effect. 4 Super Combo Whis Celestial Moderator. We're using this super combo because it allows us to negative our opponent's battle cards, which can be used to draw and mill off our leader, or in multiples can be used to kill our opponent's cards in the combat phase. 4 of these kills a secret rare after all. We also, for a secret rare, be playing Frieza Army Reborn. This is a very powerful card that can come out of nowhere, has quadruple strike, can be played for 5, destroys our opponent's whole board, and allows us to discard any card from their hand. A couple quick things to remember with Cooler is that although you still mill them when your extra cards negative their battle cards, you will not draw cards. You only draw cards off of negatives from your own battle cards. Another important thing to remember is if you're going to be playing your combo into your 100% overdrive, it is almost always better to play Crowley Crown of Retribution first, since Frieza is weak to counterplay effects. Cooler is powerful in the fact that he can win through damage or milling your opponent out, so keep this in mind when thinking of your matchups. Sometimes it'll be better to go for the victory, and other times it will be better to sit back and play defensively in order to mill your opponent out. How many cards did their leader draw? That is going to be a big factor in which method you use to win. As always, go out there, play some Super, and have some fun.